Rory from the Collectors World. We're going to do a quick breakdown with the WNBA, little box break, and talk to Rory about her passions, her youth athletic career. I want to hear all the highlights and the lowlights.
I got some good stories for you. So,
and we're going to go through just generally how she got into the hobby and what she does now with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with this WNBA break here, guys. I will flip the camera when people get in on the live. So this WNBA 2021 Panini Prizm. This is, I think this age is second year, I believe. Or it's MVP year. This is the year this one came out. So this will be that one where BG's still in here for this year as well. And this will be the close to the last one for Sue.
Yeah.
In this one. So
absolutely.
I'll let you do the honor with the big X thingy. How do you do it you're better at this? I do like an X and stuff, make it all fancy.
You can't do it wrong. I mean, just don't put it so hard that,
that I cut the packs.
Pierce the box, then you're fine. If it opens, there's no pro method.
Don't go psycho with it, like the psycho shower scene.
Absolutely, yeah.
So in terms of WNBA, I know you're a huge fan. I know you played the game when you were younger.
I played very competitively when I was younger.
What state do you feel the game is in now in terms of people watching, people having passions about the game, people understanding the game? Do you feel it's more competitive now compared to what we saw with Lisa and them, or do you think it's a little bit?
You cool if I open these?
Yeah, of course.
So I think it's in a better place now than it's ever been, to be honest. There are some women's sports only bars that have started opening on the West Coast, which is really exciting, that are just doing good things for the hobby in women's sports and promoting everything. I remember going to a WNBA game when I was a kid with my dad, and the place was almost empty. And I was so excited because I was a youth basketball player, competitive basketball player nationally, and I was so stoked. And I wanted to play professionally in the WNBA forever. And so that part made me kind of sad, and I didn't really understand. As a young girl, there was a disconnect for me because I was like, well, wait, why don't people care? Or watch as much. And same thing with trying to just get, women's college basketball is televised. And so that part always sort of confused me just as a kid. And then as I got older, I kind of realized, a lot of it was built around generating, what was generating money and things like that. But I feel like with what the U.S. women's national soccer team has done, I feel like they were paved the way for really showing that women's sports has a very vital place in athletics. And so I think we're seeing, more WNBA season tickets being sold, more teams being televised, bigger push with women's college basketball.
Especially with the tournament and the debacle that they've had. They're doing a better job with coverage on that.
Absolutely. So, and what's amazing is that you're seeing people respond to it. So I think there's been this theory the entire time that, if they don't generate as much money as the NBA, there's no value to that. But what they're seeing is as they give them more airtime, they're actually getting a ton of viewers, and they're like, oh wait, actually when we invest in women's sports, there is a lot to be gained. Yeah, exactly. So,
that makes sense. I get that out the way.
Yeah, sure. All right, so
let's see what we got.
You want me to just show the camera or show
this
here?
One.
Oh, okay, this one.
Here.
Let's do it.
All
right, I see we got a silver here in the back already. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, webcam.
My bad.
Just like the streams.
We got Kylie Shook for the Liberty, Jordan Canada for the Seattle Storm, Elena Del Don.
That's a good start.
You don't want to know about my basketball history, guys? She gave me a follow the other day on Instagram.
Oh, that's awesome.
She only follows 1,000 people. But have yet to meet her in person, but she knows women of the hobby and sports when she sees it.
That's
dope. Elena gives me a follow at Rory the Breaker on Instagram. So if you want to be like Elena, give me a follow.
Absolutely.
Raquina Williams.
And then I'll definitely put all the...
Tarasi Silver, probably the greatest shot in women's basketball ever, that over the backboard. For
that was
UConn.
I
mean, just literally one of the most iconic moments of basketball. So love having her on the silver. Shekinna Strickland on the silver.
You got the dominance.
Satu Sabali. I apologize if I'm saying these names wrong. Natasha Howard for the Liberty. Damaris Dantas for the Minnesota Lynx.
Okay, that's nice.
Another Shekinna Strickland, Atlanta Dream. Nia Coffey for the Sparks. And Allie Quigley. I love me some Allie Quigley. For the Chicago Sky. Yeah. She's a baller, no pun intended. No pun intended. What you got over there, Ron?
All right, let's see. There we go. So I got Kelsey Mitchell from Indiana Fever.
Here we go.
Chelsea Gray. Well, I saw a couple of her great highlights during the finals this past year. Yeah, during this finals the past year, she did some amazing work on the court. Did she get MVP in the finals?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I think she might have got MVP
Yeah.
for this last finals with Asia. I'm not gonna get that last name right.
Kyrie Gondrezick.
Gondrezick.
Rookie card, though.
It's a rookie card.
And I love the card.
That's
It's sick
nice.
with the behind the back. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like the color. It's a color match too. You see how the
Yep.
background on it?
Yep,
That's
I love
that's
it.
nice. That's a good one. Kalina Cooper here, beautiful form. That's one thing I do about women's basketball is like the fundamentals are so much freaking better than what you see dudes just throwing stuff up. We got Brianna Jones from the Connecticut Sun here.
Yep.
Oh, we got a color.
bronze
We
or
got
orange.
We got
or
an
what it
orange.
is. There we go.
We got an orange. Is Sabrina? Yes, it is.
Hey.
We got an orange Sabrina, and I always butcher her last name.
Ionescu?
Ionescu, I always butcher it.
For the Liberty. That's got to be numbered, right? What's that number
It
2 in
should
the back?
be. It should be. I'll tell you. Let's check around a sec. And yeah,
Out of
there it
50.
is. Yep, out of 50.
Here we go.
Out of 50.
Is that
This
going to be
is
an
great.
auto
This
next,
is
the
50 out of 50?
reverse?
This is 5 out of 50. This is
5
another
out of
one.
50. I love it.
Yeah, but dyslexia kicked it on that one. Let me flip this one back over.
Come on, be an auto.
Come on, I think it might because it felt kind of thick when I put my hand in it.
Hey,
let's go.
Bang.
Well, let's go. Back-to-back Brinas. That is beautiful. So Brina, back-to-back. That is beautiful.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm going to sleeve that one right
Oh,
now.
heck yeah,
Let's
man.
sleeve that one right now. Wow, that is gorgeous. See, Rory, you're always good luck. You're always
We
good luck.
both we have I think we have hotter hands when we're together.
I do.
That's the
firmly believe it.
reality.
I firmly
Like,
believe it.
So yeah, we ripped some football the other day. We pulled a Tua card worth what, almost $200?
Yeah, yeah.
Raw?
Yeah,
Yeah.
205 raw.
It was like a $40 blaster, man.
Yeah,
We got the
205 raw.
magic.
Absolutely. And let's go ahead and sleeve up this orange, too.
Yeah, I got it.
You got
I got you. With the assist, we're just gonna kill all the basketball puns today.
Yeah, and with the assist, the behind-the-back assist.
Boom.
We can do basketball puns for days. That's a great hit. These are all big, so I'll move them over here. Alrighty, round 2. Let's see what we got.
Later.
Let you go again.
All right, let's go.
I felt it and I wasn't sure. I'm not going to lie. When I opened the pack, I felt like, this one's a little bit
Ooh,
longer.
we got some red color back here.
Ooh, let's see what we got.
Ariel Powers.
Oh, she gets nasty.
Taylor Thornton for the
That's
Wings.
a good one.
Maisha Hines Allen for the Mystics, hometown team,
Hometown
Washington
team, we're
Mystics.
going good.
Renia
Davis for
rookie
rookie.
card, nice for
Yeah.
the Lynx.
She plays with a lot of intensity. I've seen her
Chinny
play.
or Chinny,
Oh,
sorry.
that's Chinny.
Ogamaki.
I'll butcher it.
I'm sorry, man.
She's one of the sisters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's one of the sisters.
Yeah, not numbered, but red wave. We'll take it.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Anika's little sister.
Oh, nice.
And I think their younger sister's actually in medical school. And she
High
played,
achievers,
she
man.
played for Nigeria in the Olympics.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, her younger sister played for
Ruthie
Nigeria. in the
Haber.
Olympics.
This is going to be a true red out of 299.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Very nice.
Let
Take
me
that
try to
out.
back this one up a little bit for you.
Yeah,
Give me
there
some
we
more
go.
Space. There we go, it's a little bit better. It just keeps turning the camera on.
Oh, it's all good.
There we go. That'll work. We'll make it work. Got you. I got you.
All right.
Sleeve both of those up real quick. It's turning again. Yeah, I got you. It's because this is turning as well. There we
Gotcha.
go. All right, there we go. Clean. Ooh, we got the Fearless. First Fearless hit with Sylvia Powers
I
just
think your
retired.
computer's going to...
Oh, I thought I plugged in on your side.
Oh, you know what? I unplugged it to plug this thing, or the other one that was in, so
Yeah.
that's why. So if you plug it in, it'll be good.
Okay, I got you.
Sylvia Fowles.
That's last year card.
Yeah. Stephanie Watts, rookie. Come on, got something sticking in the back of here.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't
Yeah.
know. Sticky cards are never a good thing.
Yeah. Chrissy Tolliver.
Chrissy Tolliver? Okay. Ooh, to kill myself.
Jocelyn Willoughby for the Liberty.
So,
Tina Charles for the Mystics, and another
Another
Tarasi, but not a silver, not as
not
good
a
as the
silver,
one
not
we
as good
hit
as the first
before.
one. So who is your favorite player in the game right now?
Right now,
Yeah, right now. Now that Sue's going, I do want to hear this. So let me use that for us real quick.
it shouldn't be that hard. Because, I mean, like, I just think I'm going to have to, like, forever say Tarasi until she's gone, right?
Okay. I expected a little bit more contrition on that.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I did. I was thinking of some of the newbies, but, like, I just can't. That's like asking me to, like, not pick, like, Lisa Leslie or Cheryl Swoops. Like,
No,
again, like, these
it's a
are,
loaded
like,
question.
legends of my life. Like, I
Yeah.
can't pretend that, if they're still playing, I gotta
Man, it's definitely a loaded question for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I like a lot of the newbies. I like Paige.
I just hope she comes back from this injury strong.
Yeah.
Because the mental toll that can take on somebody.
She's tough, man.
She is.
Yeah,
she is.
She's just a beast, and I love her tenacity.
For sure. I'll let you open this one. I'll get these sleeved up first.
Sure.
Keep it moving on us. That's
right. Ron's just turned into my sleever.
Yep, I am the sleeve.
All right. Looks like we got some more color here. We got a rookie, Jasmine Walker.
Okay.
Dewana Bonner.
I saw a couple of Bonner. She's a good shooter.
Kia Nurse. Elizabeth Williams. Maisha Hines-Allen on the red wave.
Another hometown.
That's right. Hometown Wizards.
You gotta love it.
We'll have to catch a game.
Yeah, I definitely.
Tina Charles on the True Red, also out of 299.
Another hometown. I like this hometown.
Yeah, right.
A fearless.
Another Elena. Yep. Love it. Tiffany. Brittany Griner. Oh, man. Constant thoughts, man.
Absolutely. Get her home,
Constant
please.
thoughts, yep.
Get her home, please.
Kia Vaughn.
They stick a little bit.
Amanda Zahui B. Easy?
Easy. Yeah, that's easy.
McGregor.
I got you.
Those are all base, in other words.
I got you. Alrighty, let me go ahead and see if I can get.
Yeah, you do it.
Come on, hot open hands. As quick as you. I don't know about magic. You definitely do this a lot faster than me. Like I'm over here moving like I'm 80 years old, and Rory's just ripping and gripping. All right, let's see. We know I got the tune on this one. All right, let's see if I can get this.
Ooh, looks like some cracked ice incoming.
Yeah, it looks like some cracked ice incoming. So we got another Cheney, one of the great sisters from that family. They have 3 ballers in there. Our youngest sister is currently in med school. We got our first Asia base here, Asia Wilson. What's this? This is league MVP. I think it might be finals champion and world champion in the last 2 months.
Underachiever.
Underachiever completely. we got Satu here. I've seen her play. She gets crazy in the paint when she makes her moves. And this is doubled up. I can't separate.
Yeah, I got you. But we do have some cracked ice.
We got our first cracked ice. Demiris. I'm butchering her name. I know I'm butchering these names. Please forgive me.
We're gonna get better at these names, guys.
Yeah, I know I'm butchering it. We got another Brittany Griner here. Another Brittany Griner brace.
Is that silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brittany Griner silver here. We'll take that.
Love that. All right, we got our first far out. We got our first far out of Liz Cambridge here. Come on, stop turning. Of Liz Cambridge. Unfortunately, she was with the Aces, went to LA, and then quit. So let's see what happens with her career going forward. I don't know how I feel about her anymore, personally. I feel like you can't quit on your team.
You could say she's sort of far out. The fact that she moved to LA and then quit. Just kind of far. That was bad.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
That was
bad delivery. But it's still a beautiful car. I think she has an amazing skill set. I just don't know if it's her passion.
Yeah.
As much. That's what I wanted sometimes, for sure. We got our first Stewie. This is our first Stewie.
There we go.
First, look at this is what I mean. I'm going to show this to the camera so we can really break this down. If you truly pay attention to basketball, you cannot sit here and say anything about the form that we're seeing.
Yep.
These 2 portrait shots for her and Diana alone. Perfect form, perfect finger spacing. Like, you can't argue.
Yep.
Like, it's just beautiful form. Textbook. You can't argue about stuff like this, man. We got our first Derica. Mother of 2 now. She actually played this entire season pregnant, I believe, and won the championship. So amazing year for her as well. I think her new child name, I think it's gonna be Legend.
Yeah.
She said, I'm no longer my daughter's name. I'm my daughter's name and Legend's mother now. She said that during the press conference.
That's awesome.
After they won. Yeah, that was a pretty big moment. And she got nasty in the finals. Yeah. We have Lauren Cox here from, and my eyes are from
Indiana Flyers.
Indiana Flyers. Fever?
Just kidding.
Fever. I'm like Flyers. I'm like, that's hockey.
I was going to say,
that's
yeah,
hockey.
it didn't sound great.
We have Brianna January here, and we have our first in NECA. Once again, these sisters are both playing on the same team.
Powerhouse.
Their youngest, though, playing for this guy, is really good as well.
Yeah.
And she if you watch any of her highlights from the Olympics,
yeah,
even though they were outmatched completely, she still did her thing.
It's like imagine Venus and Serena just like when they play doubles.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's like you have that sync.
I'm trying to find out.
But Nigel Janie, Mariah Jefferson, Katie Lou Samuelson, Brianna Turner. We got a silver coming up.
Silver.
A silver Lauren Cox for the Indiana Fever. Tiana Hawkins for the Atlanta Dream out of 99. Guys, the amount of number that you get out of this in color is just crazy.
Our first Fireworks Asia.
Yep, Fireworks Asia. Natasha Cloud,
hey,
hometown team.
T Cloud 9.
That's right.
T Cloud 9.
Charlie Cooper for the wing, or Collier, excuse me.
Yeah, she's that's
Jackie
I
Young.
think she was top 3 pick this past year.
Monique Billings and Danielle Robinson.
Danielle Robinson. That's a good little run. It's a good little run for sure. Trying to stay organized like Rory does, but I'm not there yet. All right, next one we got up, guys. Here we go. I like opening these better. They're easier than the Chronicles.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's see what we're working with here. It's probably upside down. I need to flip it over. Oh, no, we got lucky. All right, we got Sophie Cunningham. I'm trying to remember where she played at. We got Sophie Cunningham as our first one here. We have our first base, Sabrina, as well. There we go. We have our first Sylvia Neal rookie. I think she might have been top 10 or top 15 draft.
Charlotte Healy?
Yeah, I think she was pretty high up there as well. From the Sky. Love the effort, love the energy.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about Prizm, though, thank you for putting cards where the women look like athletes.
Yeah.
I got an Izzy Harris National Treasures, and it's her from Tennessee in the middle of doing a pivot move in the post, drenched in sweat with her hair looking horrible. It's a horrible picture that she probably never wants out there again. But I'm like, this is how they marketed the cards 4 years ago. And then you look at what we have now. We have our first Red Wave Asia.
Hey, bang, color match too
here
for the Wizards. We'll take that all day long.
Aces. Yeah, you need to eat more. You're getting tired. Your carbs are low. Aces and Wizards for the Aces.
Oh, yeah, jeez. You guys, I haven't had a lot to eat today. I've broken like
for the Aces. We got an
1,000 cards today.
We got our first Asia with some Red Wave here. This is going to be, like I said, multiple-time MVP, world champion, all within 2 months.
Love it.
It's crazy how this thing
is
here. They had an amazing season. An amazing season. Alrighty, we have Kia Vaughn. Hey, Jordan, thanks for jumping in, man. Really appreciate it. We're kind of doing a multiple camera stream right now, so I'll try to slide and show you what we're getting. So we got Kia Vaughn here from the Mercury as well.
That one's a silver, right?
Yeah, it's a silver. It's a silver. This angle is killing my arm. We have our first emergent. We have Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler. I'm doing it too. We have Erica Wheeler from, I can't see. This one Sparks? Yeah, that's top. Yep. Erica Wheeler from the Sparks here, everybody. Beautiful card, first emergent here. Hey, Jordan, take a look at that one. Put this one in the pile. I wish I could get a better angle. All right, we have a first Natasha Howard here. Is this a double? Double up? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, there's 2 there. I knew there was 2 there. It felt way too thick. There we go. All right, we got Natasha another loss. So Natasha Howard here, and we have our another Natasha. We have another Damaris here. Damaris. I know I'm butchering her name. We have another Damaris Dantas here as well. I don't think we got anything else here. We got another light one. We got a couple more of these bases. Natasha Strickland here. We have another Nia Coffee base here. And we have another Allie Quigley. I wish this was a silver because it would look well with the colors on it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
We're probably going to hit one sooner or later. We have another Allie Quigley. Chicago Sky. Former world champion. They still put up a good fight even though things didn't go as smoothly as they wanted to in those last semis.
All right, we got an Alicia Gray for the Dallas Wings.
I love Alicia. Big. That's 3-on-3 Olympic champion right there.
Courtney Williams, Skylar Diggins-Smith, Isabel Harrison.
Hey, Izzy, that's my girl. I like Izzy.
Enrique
Ngumbale. I always butcher it.
Charlie Collier on the blue. Oh, and we have a redemption.
Oh, wow.
Out of 149.
Yeah, I'm trying
Put that in the sleeve pile.
I'm trying to remember.
Got a redemption.
I'm trying to remember if Charlie went 1 or went 2.
Let's see, guys.
Oh, I hit the ignore for today.
It's going to be a signature.
Alrighty.
36, Tiffany Hayes.
We got Tiffany Hayes redemption signature auto. That's beautiful.
Sorry.
Awesome. Yeah, we got to back it up a little bit. The camera's pretty bad. But we did have our redemption signature here, guys.
Nice.
Beautiful on the live as well.
Nice hit there.
Awesome redemption hit here. So happy with that. I'll move that one over. Hey, Tim. Good to see you, girl.
Tierra McCown? Or Tara, however you say that.
I can't say it. Yeah, that's Tierra.
Marina Mabry. Diamond DeShields.
Diamond DeShields. Awesome.
Jonquel Jones. And Epiphany Prince.
Epiphany, all right. Looking good, looking strong. Let's see if I can get some magic going. We have
Can you pull a redemption like me though? Can you pull a redemption?
I don't know if I can pull a redemption. I don't know if I can pull a redemption, Roy, but we do pull well when we're together.
You did already
sure.
pull an auto though.
I did pull that auto
Yeah, you
first
did pull
pack.
auto. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I did pull that auto Sabrina first pack, which I'm still in all of. And they were back to back. Like the
yeah,
fact,
I know. We were like so excited to get Sabrina that
were
was
back
orange.
to back
We were like,
is
oh
beautiful.
my god, it's one of the
So
auto.
happy, so happy. All right, let's see if I can get something going. Yeah, we got stacks everywhere right now. All righty, we have from the Seattle Storm, we have Candace Dupree base here. Candace Dupree base. We have another Chelsea Dungley rookie from the Dallas Wings. She went, I think her and the other one they got was a Quale, but that's a crazy one. I think they had 4 picks this past draft.
Wow.
And like 3 of them were in the first round. Or it was pretty crazy. I am wondering what they're going to do in the next 2 seasons.
That's like with the Eagles right now.
Yeah.
Have 2 first-round picks in the draft, and Jalen Hurts is crushing it.
And we have the power couple complete now. We have Courtney.
There we go.
We have the power couple complete, finally. I was wondering when it was going to pop up. We have Brittany Skiles from the Sparks here as well. Just another base. Brittany Skiles from the Sparks. Gotcha. We have our first, I guess this is just a general prism. We have our first prism.
Yes, I mean, it's a silver.
Silver.
Silver
We have our
variation,
first prism
yeah.
silver. We have the mother of 2 here. We have Donica Hamby here again as well, world champion, as well as now 2-time world champion for FIBA, and world champion with the Aces all within a 2-month span. They were working. They were working.
Beast.
We have Tiffany Mitchell here as well. We got Tiffany Mitchell base. For that one, we have our first dominance. We have Aneka Ngwale. I always butcher her name, her last name. But this is the oldest. This is the oldest of all 3. She plays with us out there in LA. Everybody knows she's the epitome of basically, if you saw Space Jam, that spider was pretty much her. Beautiful card, dominance edition here, Prism. I love the gold they put on this as well. So who's your favorite WNBA team right now? That's actually one question I didn't ask you. All right, think about it.
I mean,
we have Angel McCautry. We have Angel McCautry.
The Aces coming off of crushing it.
I mean, they always crush it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that I don't think they are going to slow down.
They aren't.
And so
But our first Angel McCautry here as well.
So yeah, I have to,
We have Jewel Lloyd from the Seattle Storm. The counterparts to what they do out there in terms of that backcourt. Alrighty, we have our first Miss WNBA, the most marketed player in the league right now. But she's very honest about it. Kelsey Plum for the Aces. We have Olympic champion, world champion, and now WNBA world champion.
Yeah.
All within 2 months as well. I love the fact that she admitted that she got tired of WNBA pushing her instead of everyone else. I respect it. And for those who don't know, before they were the Aces, they were San Antonio. And we drafted a #1 pick overall 4 years ago, before they got rid of the team for San Antonio. But I digress. I'm not bitter about them moving to win this team from San Antonio that Becky Hammond played for. Just for Becky to go to Vegas and win the championship her first year with basically the San Antonio team. It's okay. It's okay. We have Ruth Herbert here as well from the Sky. We're getting a good Sky run here. And we have Crystal. And we have one of the most premier rookies in the league. I'm waiting to see what she's going to do. We have Crystal Dangerfield. She got some skills.
It's in the name, baby.
She got some skills.
Be afraid. Danger,
Will Robinson.
That's right.
I think that might be like the soundbite they use when she goes off. They use like that Danger, Will Robinson.
I love it. And if you're not as old as we are, then you won't get that reference
at all. But what you can do is you can watch the Netflix special for the new one.
That's right.
The Netflix
Still not as good as the OG Lost in Space.
It's definitely not. It's not as good as the movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of soap opera. Like, at what point are y'all going to be a functioning family? But let's not go down on Netflix.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, here we go. We have rookie Ari McDonald here as well, coming in from Atlanta. I don't know what Atlanta's going to do. If they keep building their team out, they got some work to do.
I'll take that.
I got you. We have Chindy Carter from the Atlanta Dream as well. I think we're starting to hit that one. We're starting to see how they cut the cards because we're starting to get similar teams. We have Victoria Vivens from the Indiana Fever here as a base as well. Finally, we finally hit the GOAT. Thank God. We have a base Sue Bird here.
Hey, all day.
One of the last cards
all
that
day.
we're going to see from her. She is done, finally. Hopefully not, but she is.
She's going to do a lot of good things.
We have our first, this is cracked, right?
Yeah, cracked ice.
We have our first cracked ice, Natasha Howard.
I think we had one earlier, but that.
Dude, I love
can't
these
remember
cards
who it
in the
was.
light.
I know,
They
yeah.
look
The
even
cracked
better on
ice
the
are
phone. They
sick,
look
yeah.
So beautiful. All right, we have our first silver. Nia Coffee here as well. That makes 3 for Nia. We have Nia Coffee here, first silver. I'm definitely happy with that one. We have another. You are good luck. You're just good luck. You have our first widescreen. Our first widescreen Sue Bird here.
Nice.
GOAT once again. Our first widescreen Sue Bird.
Love it.
That is awesome. I finally got my hand hot. All right, Atlanta Dream. We have Tiana Hawkins base here as well. I really want to see them do a little better in the playoffs. Overall. Hey, what's good, Mel? Glad you jumped in, man. Let's go through some WNBA cards and talking shop. Thanks for joining, LB. We have from the New York Liberty, Lashea Calderon, Clarendon, just like Virginia, Clarendon. And we have another Miss I Can Ball, but I don't know if I want to play. We have another base, Liz Cambridge here from the Aces of last year. She did go to LA and kind of put on a team. We'll see if she can get back in the league and if she can do something a little bit more. I do think she might be becoming a locker room problem, though. So have you ever had an experience where somebody quit on like one of your AAU teams or anything like that before?
Yeah, actually, we had one on one of the competitive teams. I played for the same team from the time I was in 3rd grade through 8th grade. And we had one girl who we carried a pretty small roster, so we only had 8 players most of the time. But for a short time, maybe like a year, we had 1 additional player. And I can't remember what it was, if she like went and tried out for another team, or if she was just like kind of talking a lot of. I think she had tried out for a rival team, and my coach was basically like, nope, no room for that. It's like you burned your bridge. You know, if you aren't interested in playing with us, or you think you could do better somewhere else,
go ahead.
Because she, I think, wasn't happy with her amount of playing time.
Sounds very similar to Liz.
Yeah, I was gonna say but I remember, you know, I had a really great coach,
Yeah.
and so he sat us all down in a circle and told us she wasn't coming back, and literally explained to us what it meant to like burn bridges and why you don't want to do that.
That's a great
with
life
people
lesson.
in your life. Yeah, and but that, you know, we're such a competitive team that he wasn't gonna tolerate, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, he used a lot of opportunities to just teach us, you know,
Awesome.
instill the life lessons as well.
For sure. That's how old were you when that happened?
I was probably like 5th or 6th grade.
Okay, so that's right around 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect time to be learning that.
Yeah.
Last 2 from this particular pack, guys. We got Ilana Rupert here from Las Vegas as well, rookie world champion. And we have Stephanie Dawson from the Sky for this last pack that we just ran here.
Nice.
So in terms of your time, let's go through a little bit of how old were you started doing competitive, and then what was the transition between your phases, right, between playing, I'm assuming you started with rec, or you started with something a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And then getting up in those levels. How did that start? How did that go?
Yeah, so I did a pretty classic transition. Was, you know, I started playing in like just some church leagues, and was doing really, really well. And so, guys, back in the day, my dad answered an ad in the paper.
Oh my God.
An ad in the paper that my then future coach had put in, saying they were looking for some girls around my age
was
to
it a
join.
full page? It was like a small
class. It was a little like advert. Yeah, a little advertisement. And that's how I got to try out for my team. And they were my family away from my family from the time I was in 3rd grade to 8th grade, and then we all went to separate high schools.
Wow. Okay.
But
so
yeah,
you were in that AAU competitive system pretty much from formative ball.
Yeah.
Till right when you're hitting that, you're trying to start going for the scholarships and stuff.
Correct.
In that window.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the transition when y'all stopped doing? I'm assuming y'all still probably had like summer runs or something together, but I'm assuming y'all compete against each other on different teams.
We did. Yeah.
In high school. So how was that transition, and what's a war story from there? Like you knew somebody's move, you gave them the scouting report up front, they had a bad game.
So I will yeah, it's a true story.
Were you the friend teammate, or were you I'm gonna take it straight to you, I'm gonna tell my coach everything about your weak points teammate?
Both. Both. So yeah, actually our freshman year of high school, some of the other girls that I had played with had made their JV teams as well, and I was starting JV for my team. And we ended up playing each other in the semifinals. We had played each other once earlier in the season. If they hadn't lost a game, we were the first people to beat them. And so then we played them again in the semifinals for our conference championship.
Wow. And
basically I went into it and, all hugs and highs, and I'm, really excited because it is fun. It's fun to play against your former teammates that you basically grew up with, and we were like a big family. But I definitely went to my coach and was like, don't let her take a 3-point shot. Like if we have to double team so and so, don't let her take a 3-point. This one, was really, really aggressive in the paint, so you're going to have to like really muscle up and whatever. So I think that probably gave us an edge, to be honest.
I'm assuming y'all won.
We did win. Again, it was fun. But that was definitely a moment where it worked to my advantage that I knew most of their moves and I knew which way they were probably going to dribble, and there's a little bit of a cheat code.
You knew the tendencies.
Yeah, but for sure.
So if your teammates ever watch this, they're probably going to have a memory.
Oh, for sure.
Text you
Yeah.
And I knew it. I knew you snitched.
Yeah. It's not. I'm sure they were doing the same thing. I'm sure they were like, okay, we played with her forever, and they're all really good people doing
awesome.
great things now. So.
That's awesome. So last 2 packs, guys. Here we go.
Alana Smith, Candace Parker, Ariel Atkins.
This is the other pick I was saying about. This is the one that came in with one of those top 3.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm showing the wrong camera. That's right.
Okay, so this is the other pick that Dallas got this past year. They had 3 number 1 picks. She was the 2nd pick.
Nice.
I call her, to me, she's gonna be a KD version for WNBA. It's kind of like similar to her highlight tape, but just like Giannis's when she came on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Where I saw it, I was like, this girl can handle, and she's about 6'6".
Yeah.
She went coast to coast and did a reverse layup after blocking a shot on defense. That was
amazing.
the first clip I saw.
That's awesome. And then we have Renia Davis. How about a rookie red wave? We'll take that for the Minnesota Lynx.
Awesome.
Hey, you got your silver Allie Quigley.
Finally got the silver Allie.
You wanted a silver Allie Quigley. That is a beautiful card. And on the get hyped, we got Sabrina is all over this box today.
She definitely is.
Leilani Mitchell. Kayla McBride, Sylvia Fowles,
congratulations on your retirement.
Alyssa Thomas,
and another rookie,
and rookie Aaliyah Wilson.
All right, last pack. Let's see if I can keep the mojo going. Yeah, actually open it on this camera real quick. Last pack magic. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, I got you. Yep, there we go.
I'm keeping Ron organized.
Yeah, she thank God. All right, we have from the Los Angeles Sparks here. We have Brianna Holmes. I know her game's pretty solid, but I think she needs more help. I wish Liz would kind of actually helped her out and played better. I'll set that.
Ooh, there's a yellow one, huh?
Yeah, I know. I see it. We have an Odyssey Sims from the Atlanta Dream here. I think we only got one. We only got one. She come out, didn't we? Only got one.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite players. Only got one. We have a Jatel Lavender here from Indiana Fever as well. Just another base. We have Michaela
Onion where, maybe?
I know I butchered.
I know. We're so sorry.
Oh, all right. We got our first. We got our first silver Stewie here.
Bree.
We got our first silver Stewie. Like I always say, form is perfect. Form is perfect. Here's the yellow. Yep.
Come
Michaela.
on,
we
baby.
have a yellow rookie. We have our yellow rookie here.
Oh,
we have a yellow rookie, Michaela Onwele. I know I'm butchering the name.
What's that number
I will
out of?
fix it.
It's got to be
number
10.
Out of 10.
Oh,
we have
a
the
rookie
gold
out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Woo!
Beautiful.
Your hot hands kicked in at the end.
Yeah, thank God. I was worried. Oh, cool. We have our second fireworks here. We have our fireworks Drew Lloyd from the Storm. I just love the background on this card.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Looks so good. All right, we have about 4 more to go through. We have our Bridget Clareton from the Lynx. This is on our second Lynx card, actually. They were lighting this deck. We have Sammy Whitcomb from the New York Liberty as well. We have Nafisha Collier as well here. And then our last one from the box, from the breaks, or second to last one, is Tiffany Hayes from the Atlanta Dream. Right here. And then our last one, ooh, this is a nice shot. Beautiful shot. Our last one, ending it with LA, we have the LA Sparks, Erica Wheeler. Beautiful card. This is a variant. Variation for sure. Bringing the ball up the court.
Very nice.
Fire. That's a nice one. So we got some good hits.
That was a really nice box, actually.
That was a good box. Yeah, I got lucky. So before we jump off the live and we get into a couple more interview questions real quick, we'll go through the big hits that we got in front of us. So we have the autographed Sabrina. So big hits that we got from this particular one. I will start from the back and go forward. We have the orange numbered Sabrina. We have the 5 out of 50. Then we hit the box auto of Sabrina from the New York Liberty as well. Signatures here. We have the red, Ruthie Herbert as well. This is base. We hit a fearless Sylvia Fowles before she retires. We hit our Diana Taurasi. We hit our Elena Deladon, our Charlie Collier. We have a couple Sue Birds we hit in there as well. We have a Red Wave chain that we hit. We have a Cracked Ice Natasha Howard that we hit. We have a rookie Red Wave Renia Davis as well that we hit. And we have our first silver Allie Quigley and our first silver Stewie as well. Those are the big ones. We have our purple Tiana Hawkins here. We have our Tiana Charles from the hometown team. We have our red wave Maisha Hines Island as well. We have our silver Kia Vaughn. We have the mother of two, the mother of legends, literally, the silver Derek Hamby here as well, world champion. We have Tiffany Mitchell's silver. We have probably the best Asia we got, I think, in this hit.
Yeah.
We have our red wave Asia Wilson here, one of the marquee players. And did you see her slam cover that they're coming out with her? After the
No,
championship?
that's awesome.
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah,
She's doing a drop it low with the MVP in her hand.
I love it.
And the goggles still on. Like, they took it right after the game.
Wow.
It's pretty dope. We have our Lauren Cox silver here. We have our cracked Damaris Tyre. Cracked damn Iris Dantas. I'm butchering her name. And we have our silver Brittany Griner, BG. Definitely needs to get home. Way too much has been said about that. Just keep praying for it. We have our Michaela as well here. This is out of 10.
Gold out of 10, baby.
Beautiful card. And then we have our Redemption, Tiffany Hayes, Redemption signature here as well. So those are the big hits from that particular run. So now, you talked about your 8th grade year when you started playing. You kind of got done with the competitive piece on the national side. So when you say national between 3rd grade and 8th grade, how far are we talking? Are we talking the East Coast tournaments, down South tournaments, West Coast tournaments, all from the Midwest base? Or?
Mostly Midwest, but really anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay. So how did your high school career go? Goals you had your freshman year going into your senior year.
Yeah.
What panned out? And then what were some pivot points?
Sure. So I was offered as a freshman a starting spot on varsity.
Okay.
But the person whose spot I was going to be taking was a senior. She made it very clear that she was not a fan of that. So I either could, play on varsity, make the entire team mad, or they were like, or you can, start JV for a year and then she was going to be gone the next year. So I'm like, I'll do that.
Play the same.
Make some less enemies, yeah. So I started JV and we went on to win a conference championship, and really proud of that. Yeah. We actually, our record on the season wasn't fantastic. We were like just above 50%, but we literally clawed through the tournament.
That shows a lot of character.
Yeah, and we won it in double or triple overtime. This is a long time ago for me, guys, so I don't remember 100%, but I know at least went to double overtime.
Wow.
And they had the ball under the backboard, under their own net.
Yeah.
And they inbounded it, and there was about 2 seconds left in one of the overtimes, and I was able to block the shot and not foul. And that was what, made us win. The ball was tossed to center court, throw it up in the air, and that was it. That
was your movie moment.
It was. I mean, a lot of heartbreaking ones in there too, at other moments in my career, but that was a good one. But the craziest thing is that after that moment, so after I had, game-winning block, throw the ball up at center court, I had this overwhelming feeling that was going to be the last basketball game I ever played. I just thought in my head, I didn't know why. If anybody's ever had a gut feeling about something, I was like, that's it. It's I know this, I just had a feeling. So I kept training through the summer, and it was like my body was just it was almost like it couldn't keep up anymore. It was like all the things I used to be able to do. It was almost like you feel like you're getting old, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't have the stamina that I used to, and didn't have just a lot of stuff, and it was just a bizarre feeling because I'd been training basketball my entire life. I remember going to my dad and being like, Dad, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. I was like, so we went to doctor, ran a bunch of tests, weren't able to find anything. And so I actually got really down on myself, like mentally,
You thought it was
because
just
I was
you?
like, it's me. Like, you know, when
Wow.
you grow up your entire youth as a competitive athlete and then you suddenly can't perform,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just like, well, man, I'm just not good enough. Like, I just can't cut it. And so I remember having to go to, you know, my coach and be like, look, I can't play. Like, I just can't. I can't play anymore. I don't know what's wrong. And it wasn't until a few years later that it wasn't until a few years later that when I was in college, I was like a sophomore, junior in college, and hadn't played basketball up through then, and I was diagnosed with my first brain tumor, and so that was almost a relief to know that like I
There
wasn't
was something,
crazy,
there
you
was
know,
something,
and
there
like
was
yeah,
something,
that
there
it
wasn't
wasn't
just you.
me, and I'm totally fine. Like all is good. It wasn't cancerous or anything. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, definitely.
But
So that was a 5-year window where more than likely it was growing in that 5-year window.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, they said I definitely had it back then, and
That would explain
it
some
was
of the
just
motor stuff that
yep,
was going on.
100%.
Wow.
And so it, I think it's a great and very true story because you know we have kids now more than ever
Yeah,
who are their entire life is competitive sports.
exactly.
And
Definitely.
you know, for me it was too. But my dad, I was really lucky. I just had a wonderful father who he said, you know, school always comes first.
Yeah.
And he's like, and you have to do something else. So I was always involved in, you know, working really hard at my grades, competitive basketball, and theater. Those were the three things that I was really involved in.
Ah, you're a
And so
thespian. That's where
that's
the energy
right.
comes from. Ah,
And
okay, it makes more sense now.
so I mean, I remember thinking, you know, my life was over my
Yeah.
sophomore year, or at the end of that freshman year, sophomore year in high school. I was like, when I couldn't play anymore, I was like, what am I going to do? This is all I've ever done. But it's really, really important, and I think a great lesson to any youth competitive athletes out there that your career could end at any moment. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't anything I did wrong. It wasn't an injury. It wasn't, and it took my entire career away. My college aspirations for playing and you know anything else past that, and I had to shift. It was a huge life lesson.
Wow.
I had to go, okay, what now? After a lot of tears, you know, I ended up getting an academic scholarship for college and getting get paid that way, and you know, joining up with the theater program that my high school had, and yeah, so
Wow.
I still am a sports person at heart, you know, and
For sure.
have always loved the hobby. My dad has, you know, sets of sports cards, so this has always been sort of a side part, which I love seeing the hobby do well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But yeah, so you just never know.
You never know what's gonna hit you. So
Yeah,
to transition from you go to college, you get your
Yeah.
academic, you get your undergraduate degree,
I do.
you then go on to get your doctorate
Yeah.
in educational studies and leadership.
Yep.
You then become a teacher.
Yep.
How was teaching, and then how was the transition from you teaching to you getting deeper into the hobby and what you're doing now with collectors?
Yeah.
Let's jump ahead a little bit.
Sure. Let's go.
'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, because all I'm hearing is overachiever, athlete, really good at math.
That's pretty
which,
accurate.
Which
It's
makes
pretty
a lot
on the
of sense
money.
about how you probably played too.
Yeah.
I've seen it carry over a lot.
So definitely learned a lot of those like core principles of
Yeah.
you know like digging deep and not giving up when things are really really hard from my early basketball days. And then yeah, I went to college, got my degree in education, was a teacher for a decade, finished earning a doctorate in education and being a professor at Johns Hopkins.
Mhm.
I taught math and cryptology, math and codes to
Ooh.
gifted youth. Yeah. Which
So you
is
know about the whole CIA code down there in Langley, that big little
not
thing
not that big.
But you know what I'm
but-
talking about, that big
Yeah,
soldier
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That stuff's crazy.
And yeah, I really transitioned to doing that as an online program and during the pandemic.
Okay.
And then, you know, the hobby during the same time as the pandemic started
Started picking up,
skyrocketing.
yeah, for sure.
And I started doing this just first on the side. Yeah, I got really good at doing this and had a few people hire me to run their streams and kind of up them.
Doing different type of breaks.
Yeah, exactly, and all kinds of stuff. And then we moved here to DC.
Mhm.
My wife is active duty military, and so we're stationed here for the next 2 years.
Shout out to the
And,
Coast Guard, military
that's
family.
right, that's
Just
right.
like me,
That's
grew up in the
right.
Army. I know what you're going through.
Yep,
Just
and
uproot and go.
yep, that's right. And so I needed something that was a little more mobile.
Yeah.
I mean, I love teaching. I love every second that I was teacher. It's hard for me to talk about it because I'll start crying. I just love it so much. But yeah, this is definitely a better fit for a transitioning military family.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, minus that, my wife doesn't love cards all over the house all the
that's
time.
pretty obvious.
That's pretty all of us. I think it's an every collector problem.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, so
Either you know or you don't know.
yeah, so
We accept
basically, I just didn't realize a lot of my skill set was so versatile until I started working in business and sales and marketing. And I'm like, wow, my math background and my people skills from working with kids and parents and families and stuff.
Very transferable.
So
you're really good at it.
yeah, so
Really
thank you. I appreciate it.
I gotta give you credit for that.
I appreciate it. It's in what people don't see, and people ask us the same thing here in the shop all the time. They're like, so how do I just start doing what you're doing? And it's like, these guys have been doing this for over a decade,
Exactly.
Blood, sweat, and tears, and same thing. I'm like, this is my 3rd year. Like, there are people, that just started breaking yesterday, which is great, but it's like, there's no really easy way except to try 10,000 things, and a few of them work well, and yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of hard work, so.
That's awesome. So let's transition to a little bit of hobby talk. I know you've had a long day.
Yeah. It's all good.
You were breaking for like 3 hours. I was here watching you do your magic. If you were to say top three tips for somebody wanting to get into the hobby, top 3 tips for somebody who's gotten tired of the hobby, or top 3 tips, I'm saying top 3, but
sure, just a few,
or one for somebody who doesn't understand why cars impact people's lives the way they do, what would you say? So I kind of gave you a little
wiggle room there. So if somebody is just starting to get into the hobby as a collector, I would say the same advice that I would give if they were going to try to start breaking, which is just to start small. It's really easy to see these, $2,000 boxes where somebody hits, something huge, but what you haven't seen is I've seen somebody open a $40,000 first off the line case, and there was nothing in there worth more than $1,000, So, and I've seen it go the other way plenty of times too. So you just have to stay grounded and remember that, especially if you're participating in a break, that you're truly taking a chance. So don't, spend anything that you are not willing to just light on fire and have be gone. But same thing as a hobbyer, definitely protecting your cards is number one. As you can see right here,
most of them up.
Anything that has, color, or even if it's just a rookie card, I always sleeve them and top load them, because you never know when a Josh Allen rookie card 3, 4, or 5 years later is now worth, hundreds of dollars, even raw, even without it graded. So I sleeve and top load every rookie and
color variant.
Any variant, and because you just never know. And we ship our cards to people the same way. Because I ship them. I mean, you can see all of them are there right that, unless it's base, which we also sleeve. But we pride ourselves on giving our cards to our customers the way that we would take care of them.
Exactly.
And to somebody who doesn't understand the hobby, aka my beautiful wife, just kidding. So people that are like, what is the big deal? Because as my wife often reminds me, it's a piece of cardboard. It is a piece of cardboard. But like other hobbies I'm sure that you have, whether it's, it could be something collector-ish, it could be comics, it could be sports cards, it could be golf balls, it could be, whatever.
A Marvel fan.
Yeah, everybody has their thing. And for people of the sports card hobby, a lot of it I feel like is very generational. And so even if you're somebody new getting into the hobby, my dad collecting baseball cards is what got me into it. But even if you're new, we have a friend that was in here earlier today, and he's new to the hobby, but he's so excited to do it with him and his kids. It's such a family-oriented kind of a hobby where you really don't have to spend a ton. Again, you could spend $1,000 on a box, or you can spend $20 on a box, and it's just something that has lasted generations and decades, and it's not going anywhere. It may have its ups and downs. And so I think there's just something similar to how people can collect really anything. I think there's like a beauty to the nostalgia of it, I guess.
I got you. That's a great answer. trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover. Do you have any questions for me? I'll give you one question before we close out. Let's flip the script a little bit. Let's do it. One question before we close out.
What inspired you to start doing these interviews?
Weirdly, I've always liked conversational media for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the best way to get to know somebody is to sit down and talk to them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we spend so much time on the phone or, you know, running around doing so much. We don't really sit down and just talk about something so much.
Right.
So for me, it's a really taking time to get to know you as a friend. In terms of, I got back into the hobby, very supportive, and then wanting to do my best to really show that no matter what walk of life it comes from, you can find a common ground somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you heard me share
really
my trials today, and you know, hopefully people out there can relate to that, whether you're an adult or a youth athlete. That, and you know, whether it was my shift in my career or my shift, you know, as in high school, like it's never too late. Yeah, it's never too late to shift and really follow something you're passionate about.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I had something else I was gonna say and I lost it.
It's cool. You're just from your spirit.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So it's interesting because I agree with you that conversational media has really taken off, and I think for a long time people didn't think there was any room for that, and it's like, what about a podcast? You know, like it's like, look at what that has done.
That's grown too, absolutely.
And especially similar things like that to this, where people can see the interaction. You know, that we're very real people. Oh, I'm gonna touch it. There you go. And yeah, that we actually are friends, and we actually are people who genuinely love the hobby, and that I think that is good for people to see too.
For sure. I absolutely agree.
Absolutely.
So that concludes our first Meet the Shop. Meet Rory. What we'll try to do, we'll hopefully doing some more with Damon and Steve, other people in the shop. So again, this is shot from Collectors World in Andover, Virginia, and Rory can give you the address right now. Oh, on the spot.
I can't off the top of my head. I copy paste it all the time. Just Google
it.
But we're Collectors World out of Virginia. So Collectors World VA. We are just 15 minutes outside of Washington, D.C., just over the river here in Virginia. You can catch us on Instagram, Collectors World 2323.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, yep. Or me personally at Rory the Breaker with 3 R's at the end, the Breaker. And yeah, we're also on Loop, the app. Under Collectors World. Check us there for any rip and ship. Even if you're not near the shop, we're happy to rip any product and ship it to you. Really high quality, any time of day. Also on eBay at Collectors World VA, Collectors World -VA. We're everywhere, guys. You can't escape us. We're everywhere. And we're really passionate about doing good things for the hobby. Just like our buddy around here. And
they have the largest collection on eBay in terms of single sales. We're talking comics, movie memorabilia, sports memorabilia. They have it all up there. This is Hard Card Bard. You can find me at the HCB Collection on YouTube, which you're watching this at, as well as HCB Collection on Instagram as well. So, Rory, I want to say thank you.
Absolutely, man. It's a pleasure.
And before we get off, I do want you to grab one of those cards, or whichever ones you want to take.
No.
It's yours.
No.
I got to return the favor. You always take care of me.
Man, no.
She act like she don't want that Sabrina sign. You know she does. But thank you.
Absolutely. That was a lot of fun, man.
Absolutely.